and girls, grade 5, I'm so very much excited to be with you today. And as usual, I'm a lover of art and craft, especially when it comes to practical work. And today, I'm going to take you through this technique of drawing referred to as cross-hatching technique. Can you say cross-hatching technique? Yes, cross-hatching technique. What is this technique we are referring to as cross-hatching? Remember, in our previous lessons, we have been looking at a technique known as smudging technique, which we use to create that effect of light and dark, which is also referred to as value. Now, cross-hatching technique is the use of lines that cross over each other. Cross-hatching technique is the use of lines that cross over each other. And remember, boys and girls, still I want to repeat again. Value is how light or dark parts of an object can appear. When you draw an object like this mango, let's say like a mango like this one, you are not supposed to leave it like that. You as an artist, you are supposed to shape it such that you create that effect. Some parts of that mango, they appear light, others appear dark. Now, when you shape your mango in such a manner that, and this one already you know, just speaking for the sake of those who may have forgotten. When you shape your mango using that, using a pencil, you know, a pencil is a dry media, you shape your mango like this, boys and girls, such that at the end of the day, I'm moving a bit faster because of time. As we shape your mango like that, such that at the end of the day, at the end of that exercise of shading, some areas appear dark, and the others, like this one in the middle there, appear light. Then we say you have created that thing we call value. That effect of black and the white is the one we refer to as value, boys and girls. Now, when you are shading with a pencil, when you are applying color onto a surface using a pencil to create that effect of light and dark, then we say you are using the technique known as what? Smudging technique to create that effect of light and dark. Now today, I want to introduce you to cross-hatching technique, which is yet, boys and girls, another technique of creating that effect of light and dark, which we are also calling it in bracket value. Initially, we were shading using the smudging technique. Now, when you are using cross-hatching, you don't shade. What you do, you use all the lines that are crossing like this. Look at this one, boys. You draw lines, and they have to be thicker here at the edges like this. Now, boys and girls, I'm trying to use the cross-hatching. You draw lines like this. And remember where you want the object to appear dark. Those lines which are crossing, which are crisscrossing, you know. What you draw, there are those which are running like this. Now, you draw others crossing like this. Cross-hatching. Now, I'm using that technique of cross-hatching. And now, when the lines, you cross them when they are very closely packed like that. When you cross them when they are very closely. And remember, these lines, if you want to show an area that is dark, remember to draw lines that are broad, that are thick, and they must be very closely packed, like the way I've shown. Now, those areas where the lines, yes, they are crossing, but they are not very close. This is what we shall refer to as the light area of that object. And where the lines are thick and very close drawn, then this one will be referred to as the dark area. So in cross-hatching technique, you create that sense of black and white when you are drawing, after drawing an object, by crossing over lines, such that you can show that effect of black and white. And then remember this, when you are arranging objects in a cross-hatching technique, unlike in smudge drawing, when you are arranging objects in a drawing, it is important to arrange the large objects behind the small, like this. If let's say if you are drawing a thermos and a cup, the cup must be in front like this, boys and girls. The small object should be in front, and the large object should be arranged at the back there. That's what I'm saying. Because it is very important to remember that point. You'll be asking the exam. When arranging the objects, when you're using this technique of cross-hatching, make sure that the objects, you place the large objects behind the small ones. And when you are drawing objects, it is important to fit them within the working area. This is the working area. You fit them well, such that you can create what we call balance, just like we saw in smudging. And remember, you have to use, in any artwork that you are doing, make proper use of space. Steps to follow. When you are drawing a cross-hatching silhouette, you need to identify two cylindrical items. For example, a cup and a thermos. You draw them on that drawing space, the way I've shown. Then from there, you start now applying these lines, the slanting lines, the way I put it. You apply them like this. There are those which are going horizontal like that, diagonal like that, and then others will cross like this. This time around, you are not shading, boys and girls. So this technique of cross-hatching technique is a technique of creating that effect of black and white by use of lines, and the lines only. That is the difference between the smudging technique and the cross-hatching. Cross-hatching, you create dark and light areas by using lines. And the border lines you draw, the thick lines you use, and when they are very close, you create dark areas. And when you want to show light areas, you use, what kind of lines you use? You use faint lines. Also, we can call them thin lines. These thin lines, those lines which cannot be seen clearly. And because you are using a pencil, you draw them very wisely. So, and then these ones will show light area. Bold lines and thick lines will show dark areas the way I have shown. So, I want you now, you draw a still life based on, and use the cross-hatching technique to show that effect of light and dark. And I want you, in that drawing of yours, you draw 3 objects. And those objects should be man-made. Do your best. Remember art and craft. When it comes to drawing, nobody was born knowing to do it. It is a matter of practice. Have a good day. Thank you, boys.